So last week, total washout. Rained every day apart from Friday, and then it rained for half a day. Oh, and what's even worse, I didn't get a single piece of cake all week. Not one. Outrageous. Anyway, this week looks like the summery weather's come back. If you saw the first video I made, one of the few people, then I showed you an old captain's chair that was stripped down, and I told you we're going to have to repair that and stuff. So Lindsay has replaced all the padding and the wadding and the leather. I can show you a little clip of that.
So I'm hammering these press studs in, and I'm trying to get them as straight as possible, but it's quite fiddly and you have to kind of keep hitting them in different directions to get them lined up nicely. But I'm using this template as a guide, which I've cut out of the card, and then I line it up as best as I can, get the next brass tack, and then try to kind of get that in as much as I can with my fingers into the centre of the hole. But you'll see I've cut this little template so that tells me, that line there tells me, and that being there tells me that that's the middle of the tack. And then hit them down as squarely as I possibly can. But towards the last couple of taps, I have a little room for manoeuvre. So that one went in pretty well.
So now all I've got to do is go back and attach it all back together, glue it all back together so it all works properly, and then give it a quick polish. So I'm going to go and do that for now, and then I think I've got some more stuff to do. I've got a list, not my list, and I'll crack on with that. So let's go and do that. So Lindsay's finished putting all these studs in all the way around. Very nice and neat, very good job. So what I've got to do now is these bits have to go back in place like that. So I'm going to use hide glue for that, because that's what would originally been used. I like to keep it original. It's been sitting in this bath of hot water for a while, so it should be a bit more runny than it comes out without heating it. My granddad always said, don't force it, use a bigger hammer. Well, that was a bit more fiddly than I thought it would be, but it's all clamped on now, so we'll leave that to dry for a couple of hours, come back, and then it'll need to be waxed and finished properly. But now, stuff to crack on with in the garden. Hello and welcome to Gardener's World. Not really. We've got to move this apple tree, which is outgrowing its pot, to the other side of the garden. So we've just dug around the pot so we can get it out, which wasn't easy, but we did it. So now we're just going to move it over. Ready? So you went on there.
Yep. And just try.
Whoa,
What?
you're running.
I do want to plant it to about here. Whole bag, whereas
Right,
the back
hold
row
that.
with a bit of this.
I'll do it.
Just like fill the hole by a third, I'd say. And I
Because every time I've dug a hole for you, you've gone, it needs to be deeper than that.
know. But I didn't know how much was going to come out of that pot. Well, look at that.
Chuck
Yeah.
it in.
Yeah, just pour it in again, the same as the muck you just put in. I might go and get that stake as well, that stake in just while it establishes its roots. It's a bit shallow.
Stamp on it. I'll lift it out.
No, don't stamp on it.
Not the,
Poor roots.
not the tree, the underneath.
Try again. Put it more that side. Because I've pulled all this back now. That's it. That's it. That's good. Oh. Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay.
Because it's leaning away from the cherry. So they won't get too... But I would have it there. Let me just go and get that steak.
Thought we having chicken tonight.
Bottle of pre-made sauce.
No.
Chicken tonight. Wasn't the advert like chicken tonight, chicken tonight?
I hope it's chicken tonight.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
Like that. And cheese. Come. Try and get it underneath the roots so there's no air pockets, because that's what Monty says. And gardeners well.
Monty knows best, I guess.
So let's get some normal compost as well. Let go. Just let go. It's just so clay, this.
Yep.
Heel it in and then see how we go from there. Keep the moisture in as well. Some more up round there. Excuse. Come on, let's put this in too. I'll go and get some of those chips. I think the other thing to say is we're using that bag of compost there because I've had it for years and years. If anybody wonders why it's peat based, it's used peat free.
See,
I think that's about it then. So this Paul Rowan, I think we can explain it didn't make it.
Yeah.
A really tiny root ball.
so this,
I'm going to try and plant it somewhere else in the garden. It's just not thrived where it was.
we plant, how long has it been in?
3 years.
So this rowan was planted 3 years ago, and that's got a tiny root ball. It just wasn't thriving at all. So that's been removed. Like Lindsay says, going to put that somewhere else in the garden, and hopefully this apple tree will do all right. We shall see.
Huh?
I think that's successful. Just to clean up now and time to make dinner. 9:30 on a Sunday morning. 22 degrees nearly. That's what we like to see. Beautiful day, look. Take the dogs out. Get some exercise. Get the heart rate up. Keep fit. It's been a decent week weather-wise. Got a fair bit done. Got some restoration done in the garage workshop. Got the dogs out for a couple of nice long walks, as well as the usual ones. And a bit of gardening. So yeah, all good stuff. Just keep mobile, keep working every day, get something to do. Keep my body moving, keep my mind working. So I'll end this one on a better note than the last one, because I have cake. Chocolate cupcake with sprinkles on the top. So everything's good with the world. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll come back and see some more. But until then, cheers.